guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to give my 997 an Emblem upgrade.
First I'm going to take off the existing Carrera badge using some dental floss. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's not too difficult at all. Just be really careful to pull the dental floss across the car with some even pressure, sort of even cutting, but don't pull. You don't want to damage the paint. Next, you want to try and get as much of the debris or the leftover sticky stuff off as possible using some warm soapy water, but you're not going to get a lot of it off. Use something like Goo-Gone, and this is going to take a little bit of time, and be patient, but Goo-Gone, a solvent, is going to help you get off the residue from the previous emblem. Make sure your towel, your microfiber towel, is damp with Goo-Gone. Probably a good idea to use gloves. I didn't. And just take your time. You need to saturate the residue with the Goo-Gone and then just keep rubbing, applying gentle, even pressure. Eventually it'll come off. I found this to take the most time and was the trickiest bit. Once you've got all of the residue off, use the Goo-Gone rag again to just cover it, just to go across, and then use more warm soapy water. Also, try and clean as much of the back of the car as you can. You don't want any Goo-Gone to be sitting on your paint, which can make it fade and dull. So give it a really good clean. Next, I just applied a little bit of finishing polish just to see if I could get rid of the ghost that was left behind by the residue from the Carrera badge. Also, again, just to try and make sure that I get all of the solvent off the car as possible. And then finally, some rubbing alcohol to make sure the surface is completely clean so that the new emblems will stick without trapping any crap. So, get your emblem. Pull off the protective sticky stuff on the back and then line it up. I was lucky enough to have a slight ghost image here, so I wasn't just eyeballing it. I made it fit perfectly, and that's my new chrome emblem. Make sure it stays on, apply some consistent even pressure, and it won't fall off. Alright, now is the fiddly bit. There are loads of different ways to do this. I like to sort of measure things up. I got a piece of masking tape that doesn't leave any residue on the car. I divided up my Porsche emblem, and then I started to mark off where I wanted them to sit on the car alongside. Now, I've looked at a couple of different 991s and other Porsche that have the emblem on the back, and I figured out that essentially they're evenly spaced. So I use the O to create consistent spaces between the emblems themselves. And then I'm going to apply this masking tape to the back of the car and use it as a guide to place my emblems. Don't be afraid to take your time with this part. Use the masking tape, use your measuring tape, and use the spirit level to make sure that this is centered, even. You're only going to get one shot at this. By this point in time, I was sweating because I was starting to get nervous, worried that I was going to screw it up. Here we go. Now, I just tried to gently sit them on the paint and not push too hard at all, just in case I screwed up and I needed to change one around. The emblem is super sticky. I don't know if I would have gotten them off even just by placing them on, but I didn't want to jump in with both feet. But once I sat them all on, you're essentially done. Quick check with the level, and then the best feeling in the world is when you pull off that blue tape and you see the new emblem just sat there. It looks gorgeous. I'm really, really happy with it. Then just finish off your job by, again, applying sort of consistent pressure to the emblem. Make sure the emblems are going to stick. I'm going to leave them overnight, and I'm not going to take the car out till tomorrow, but I think it looks really, really slick. I'm really happy with the results. And the Carrera and the Porsche are both chrome, and they match perfectly. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, and hopefully this helps you guys out there. Thanks so much.
In the back, sipping yak, yo, what's up? Girls, rub on your titties.